Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to DOdaily, Tuesday training. Des here, ready to attack the rest of the week. Of course, what we do through DOdaily is encourage plenty of activity, plenty of involvement. We've just completed the Do Running City Slickers Solidarity session. Managed to get 4 miles in, particularly pleased with, and I'll tell you why shortly. But since finishing that, I'm now walking home, almost like a cool down, I guess, but for the main purpose of filming DOdaily. Really enjoyed it, like I say. Hopefully you get the chance to get out there. Just saying to Kay, the nights are starting to draw in, aren't they? So we've got to make the most of every opportunity. For me, I love a Tuesday. This week almost feels like the start of the week, doesn't it? Feels like a bit Monday motivation. Of course, got plenty of that yesterday. 22 miles I walked with the Do Running guys. If you've not seen the vlog yet, check back on that. Really sort of nice to get out, take them on the Robin Hood way. Of course, I get so much from it personally, but when I can encourage the others to join me and get so much from it too, makes me feel absolutely fantastic. And what it's done this week, in all honesty, having that sort of great feeling, great team spirit, realisation that we can do absolutely what we want, what it's done is made me understand a little bit better that I can use these things to start the week well. Of course, that's what Monday motivation is all about, but to also take the inspiration and make good decisions on the back of it. Always talking about, if we do never miss a Monday, which we never missed a Monday quite epically yesterday, how it can lead on to good things, good decisions, good actions. For me personally, I took the decision yesterday, after all that, during that, I guess, to pull out of the Manchester Marathon. Really not one for pulling out of things, probably a little bit too stubborn at times, but giving all the advice I do about looking after yourselves, doing things properly, and with the injuries I've had, I thought now is the time. And what I kind of want to talk about today is how making that strong decision, I guess, probably the most realistic running decision I've ever made. I've done events on injuries and after illness before. It's not something I'd advise ever, but we get a little bit carried away with ourselves, don't we? But what I want to talk about is kind of the strength of mind that can come from that kind of adversity. And whilst I have pulled out of it, I'm not going to do the Manchester Marathon. Marathons are unforgiving. Can't really go into them less than 100%. I'm going to take part in the half marathons, going to support other people, try and pick my head up, have a look round, enjoy those, take the pace off still. But again, like I'm always talking when we need it, today felt like a little bit of a reset. Getting out there with the City Slickers, managed to get 4 miles in unscathed, steady, working off each other, but unscathed, it's given me some confidence again. And like I say, almost reaching out for that reset button once again. And while some may see this as the end of the Manchester Marathon and that sort of goal and accomplishment this year, what the reality is I'm starting again. And that felt like the very first training session. To the next time I'll be able to do it. I've deferred the place, I've not pulled out completely, deferred it until next April, so it's not too long to wait. It's given me that time now to really sort of work on myself again. Been a little bit frustrated recently, Things have been absolutely fantastic personally, but one or two sort of personal issues, family issues, been a little bit upsetting, kind of knocked me off track a little bit, and again, sort of understanding how, I won't say well I've coped with that, because that's probably not the word, but how I have coped with that, and I have, can't take anything away from that, is giving me that strength of mind to just say, no, you need to do the right thing on this one. Like I say, keep advising people to do things certain ways to look after themselves. This one I've got to really look after me. Still going along to the event, still get to encourage and support people, but it's because of such sessions like the solidarity session, try saying that quickly, that I can sort of start again, get all the enjoyment of working with others, whilst going out on my own tonight might have been difficult after that tough decision. I get to go out with the guys, really enjoy it. Every Tuesday at 6 o'clock I encourage absolutely anyone to get involved, whether it's in person here in Nottingham, just along the canal there, or virtually. There's absolutely an opportunity. With winter coming and the darker nights, that's going to get tougher still, isn't it, to find the motivation to get out there on the cold, dark nights, like I say. So having people around, knowing others are doing it, might just be that perfect inspiration. For me, today it was amazing inspiration after that decision. Really sort of mulled over it for a couple of weeks, but then it's what I wanted to sort of get in today. When you make those big decisions, when you actually make a decision for yourself, without any sort of influence. I've had this sort of situation before. It's not nice, but in kind of relationships and with jobs and things like that, when you're not enjoying something, when you're not getting what you need from it, and then you make that big decision, automatically there's a weight off your shoulders. You feel so much better about what you're doing, and that's what's happened today, guys. That's exactly what's happened. I've gone out and run without thinking too much about my hamstring, without thinking too much about getting injured even more, and I've absolutely loved it. Really enjoyed it, and we even pushed on just that little bit today, a bit longer than we normally do, but again, felt good in doing that, felt good for everybody around us, and we're just working off each other. So like I say, the weight's off. The pressure of that marathon's been looming on me. Probably the one I've said it lots of times in the last couple of weeks, feel fantastic. I've just got a few frustrations, along with that bad news, which is obviously going to upset me and knock me a little bit. But the frustrations were creeping in with the running, the injury, not being as focused as I should be in terms of habits, routine, diet, But now, having removed that 26.2 mile issue, what was causing all that, all of a sudden I feel like I'm reinvigorated to go again. I feel like I can really sort of push on. Having got through that amazing walk yesterday with amazing people, realising, not that I have ever thought of it like this anyway, but realising you don't have to run the distance all the time. I watched a couple of ladies extend their 22 miles up to 27. They've got no ambitions of running a marathon, but they walked it, and what an amazing feat on a Monday. Absolutely brilliant. Feeling inspired by all that. It's just gave me that real purpose and intention today to give it a real go. And like I say, this session was the perfect way to slot back in, because like I say, I wouldn't have probably felt like I wanted to get up and start again having made the decision if it was not here, or if it was a different kind of group where you need to push yourself, where you need to push on. That might have been a little bit demotivating too, because there's still a little bit of an issue. I'm not as fit as I was because of the lack of activity, but over the last couple of days, seeing real signs of improvement. And like I say, this session's absolutely brilliant. Hopefully you got out there, hopefully you've had a great day, great start to the week. If you've not been out yet, make sure you do. I always say on a Monday, as I've said already, never miss it. Tuesday on bank holiday week, never miss a Tuesday. Get that Tuesday training in. You'd have missed the solidarity session now, but check it out next week. Brilliant for just giving us that little bit of accountability. Feeling good again, feeling really determined to give it a go. I feel like I can focus on those habits, routines, diets, all the things I talk about, as well as put behind me the thought of a marathon, put behind me the bad news, and put behind me some of the the stuff I've indulged in this summer. Do you know, yes, it was fantastic, it's created fantastic memories, but it's gone now and it's time to work hard. I love getting out there in the dark, windy, rainy nights anyway. So as the weeks pass by, I've got the opportunity to really make the most of that. Not much of a summer runner, in all honesty, and being injured has made it even worse. But going forward, you know, I've got lots to be positive about, particularly on a Tuesday with the City Slickers, and then leading into Wednesday and the Do Running group over at Trent Bridge. You know, and the group I've sort of get so much from anyway. You know, really looking forward to pushing on this week and into the autumn. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully you've taken something from what I've said. Like I say, if you need to make that big decision, I think the real message in there is sometimes, you know, it is a case of making it, and when you do, that weight is immediately lifted. You know, it's bizarre because sometimes they're tough decisions, sometimes they're upsetting. Touched on how deep some of them have been in the past, but you automatically feel that release and you feel so much better. At that point you can start moving forward, planning, preparing, you know, throw in that commitment and determination, and you can do absolutely whatever you want. Until tomorrow, and more talk about Wednesday workout, just doing it.